guys. Jonathan. Good evening. As principal of Medomak Valley High School, I sincerely welcome each and every one of you to our commencement ceremony for the class of 2026. Joining me here on stage for this celebration is Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Thomas Ambrose, Assistant Superintendent Danielle Fagond, MVH Assistant Principals Maida Cordero and Matt Carlson, our guest speaker, Mrs. Kaylee Martin, and Colby Daigle, our Marshal. For housekeeping details, restrooms are located at the end of the science wing, this wing right here. The entrance is at the far end of the parking lot in the front of the building. This event is being live streamed, and you can find the link on the RSU40 website. At this time, would the following students who have been officially sworn in to military service please come forward? Seamus Pease, United States Army. Gage Austin, United States Army National Guard. And Miles Morton, United States Army National Guard. At this time, we also recognize Christopher Cushman, who graduated in March and is currently in service already to the United States Marines. We honor you. I invite you to please stand and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem, performed this evening by members of the Medomak Valley High School staff.
Oh,
Thank you. Would Jason Pickett, Haley Chandler, Lyra Puholski, and Gabe Boynton please come to the podium to deliver this evening's greeting?
Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and the graduating class of 2026. The four of us decided to give this speech together to show the collaboration that has gone into fundraising, planning events, and leading our class, but also because we feel that we represent the growth, diversity, and ability to not just coexist, but succeed that our class demonstrates. I'm sure that everyone here has their own unique experience of their high school experience. But we all got to experience the pool on the roof. Tonight, we are celebrating not just the work that has gone into the past 4 years, but also all the memories and friends and relationships that we've made. So before we get too wrapped up in the next steps, let's take a moment to look back at some of those memories.
When we first began high school, we came in nervous but excited for what the next 4 years would have in store. Now, here we are, taking our next big step towards our futures. We've all gotten to experience Mr. Hill telling us to put our little eyeballs on our history books and actually read, Miss P's Friday jokes, if you're lucky enough, Miss Mills playing the I'm Just a Bill song by Schoolhouse Rock. We also got to experience homecomings, proms, spirit weeks, senior sunrise, and senior sunset together. Though these may have seemed like small things at the time, they are memories we'll all be able to look back on and cherish forever. However, these moments wouldn't have been possible without the help of our families, staff, and community.
As class officers, we were all tasked with raising money for our senior class trip and planning activities for our senior year. We can't take all the credit, though, as there was so many people that were a part of making it happen. Many of you put in time, effort, volunteering to run booths, fundraise, sell socks, or raffle tickets, or many other things. Chloe and Maddie, in particular, have been a great help and even became honorary class officers for the time that they spent in the meetings and volunteering for these various activities. We couldn't have done it without our parents. And when I say that, I mean Maddie Myrick's mom and the millions of cookies she's made at this point. Truly, though, many parents showed up to help us out, to support us, donate time, snacks, and money. All this key support made our senior year truly memorable. I can't emphasize this enough. We couldn't have done it without you all. We as a class put in a ton of work, from making all the different things to sell at craft fairs, organizing the Alpha Teacher. Remember when Mr. Wheelis was bribing students to get picked to be elfed? The support we have received from all the staff here at school has been awesome. Ms. Puhalski and Ms. Mills in particularly have gone above and beyond, keeping us organized as class advisors and Ms. Puhalski as a parent. After all the work of raising money, we got to celebrate. Boston was a blast. The museum was a ton of fun. Quincy Market was cool. All the food they had there was excellent. But honestly, the train ride might have been the best part, spending time with our peers. And we wouldn't have been able to do any of it without Miss Pease. She has been so supportive of all our ideas. I mean, what principal lets a bunch of seniors have a gym full of bounce houses for an afternoon? I'd like to end this off by saying thank you to God, thank you to all you parents and adults that have participated and been a part of all these students' lives. I want to say thank you to all the faculty who have put time and energy into all these students, investing in them and their futures. And lastly, I want to say thank you to Miss Pease, as she has been a great support and she's affected all of us, students and I'm sure some of you adults, as she's been a teacher and she's moved through the education system to become a principal and be a key leader in who we are as a people group here. So thank you to her. Jason.
As your class president, I've had a pretty unique front row seat over the past few years. And let me tell you, Medomak has some very exotic personalities. We have kids who live off energy drinks just to survive the morning announcements, and we have the crowd that spends their weekend at the Walmart truck meets, and every dynamic in between. We have different goals, different social groups, and we have different opinions. But for all of our differences, we share a few massive things in common. First, we survived a high school building that literally didn't have running water half the time. But more importantly, we grew up together, and in a community as small as ours, we don't just pass each other in the hallways. We learn, struggle, succeed, change, and grow all together as a class. We've disagreed, we've challenged one another, and we've seen the world through different lenses. Yet we've also cheered for the same teams, sat in the same classrooms, and celebrated the same milestones. Our story is proof that people don't have to be the exact same to move forward. And as we step into the next chapter of our lives, may we carry that lesson with us, that growth comes from change, strength comes from community, and success comes not despite our differences, but because the perspectives and experiences we bring to one another. So congratulations, class of 2026. The future is ours to shape.
Would Madeline Myrick and Madison Powers please come to the stage to present the 2026 yearbook dedication?
Good evening. Every year, the yearbook committee writes a dedication to a staff member, and it is shared at graduation. It is our pleasure to share with you that dedication today. Without further ado, Jessica Nelson, please come to the stage.
Mrs. Nelson has been a meaningful part of our community long before working at Medomak Valley High School. She grew up in Union and attended Medomak, where she was deeply involved in the theater program. After graduation, she continued her education at the University of Maine, studying psychology for 3 years. Although she worked hard in college, she realized that her true passion had always been in acting. For a time, she pursued her passion and appeared in commercials, bringing her talent to a wider audience.
To the class of 2026, Ms. Nelson is more than someone who helps run the front office or manage attendance. She is someone who makes our school feel welcoming and safe. Her friendly greetings, kind reminders, and constant support have meant so much to our class throughout the years. Whether it was a simple "have a good day," a reminder to drive safely, or just a smile in the hallway, those small moments help make our days a little bit brighter.
Mrs. Nelson is often one of the first faces students see in the morning and one of the last they say before leaving. She takes the time in to check in with people and make sure everyone is okay, showing a level of care that does not go unnoticed. Her kindness and warmth have left a lasting impact on so many students and staff members.
Through many hardships and challenges, Ms. Nelson has continued to show incredible strength, positivity, and compassion. Even during difficult times, she still put others first and makes sure those around her feel supported. With the love and support of her husband, Jeff, and her daughters, Abigail, Eliza, and Sarah, she has remained someone who truly cares for others and for this community.
The class of 2026 truly appreciates everything Ms. Nelson has done for us and for our school. Her kindness, dedication, and the care she shows to every student will always be remembered. Thank you, Mrs. Nelson, for always supporting our class and being such an important part of the MVHS community. Class of 2026.
Hold on, I'm not done yet. We're not done yet. Ms. Nelson, it is an honor to present to you today your own yearbook to look back on all the good memories and times you have brought to our class and all the classes that have come before and after at Medomak Valley High School.
Thank you. Seniors, This evening, we recognize two special groups. They've actually already been mentioned, but they should be mentioned again. Would the parents and guardians of the class of 2026 please rise? You're out there, I know you are. The support and effort of these individuals have helped you achieve the milestone we are celebrating tonight. Thank you. You may be seated. We also recognize the Medomak Valley High School staff who have challenged the class of 2026 to strive for their highest level of academic achievement and have supported your efforts for the past 4 years. Thank you. Monday evening, students, families, staff, and scholarship trustees gathered in the Ronald E. Dolph Auditorium for scholarship recognitions. At that time, over $1.3 million was handed out to approximately 51 students at Medomak Valley High School. Our community is very fortunate to have such a healthy scholarship portfolio that provides assistance to our students pursuing post-secondary education. Would Luke Cheeseman please come to the stage? Hi, Luke. Yeah, that's Luke. By virtue of attaining the second highest four-year grade point average at a 4.65 for the Medomak Valley High School class of 2026, Luke has received his medallion, and we are pleased to present this sentiment from the state of Maine. Be it known to all that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Luke Anthony Cheeseman of Union, who has earned the distinction of being named salutatorian of the 2026 graduating class of Medomak Valley High School. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 132nd Legislature and the people of the state of Maine. Congratulations, Luke.
Good afternoon, Medomak. Before I begin, I'd like to thank a few of the people who have led us here today. First, our teachers. Of the many, many things Medomak has been accused of, there will never be a Facebook post claiming our teachers do not care. Let's take Mr. Hill and Mr. Hinckley, for example. Over the past 4 years, these two have seemingly been in the midst of a long, intense competition. They track who is mentioned more at graduation, who can drink the most coffee each day, who can yell the loudest and most unnecessarily during their lectures, and most importantly, most contentiously, who can bring the most stress to their students' lives. And let me tell you, they compete. After numerous cups of coffee, animated lectures, and less than optimal amounts of stress, I honestly do not know who is ahead. So I would just say this. Teachers, thank you for caring. Parents, guardians, thank you for everything you've done. Feeding us, taking us to practice, waking us up for school, and waking us up again 10 minutes later. We appreciate it all. At the end of this chapter of our lives, let's take a moment to reflect on the opening page. The first day of middle school. After we were shuttled to our homerooms, we were presented with a few rules for COVID protocol. We had to wear masks. Our teachers would bring a cart into our classroom instead of us going to them. We were to stay on the right side of the hallway, marked with a strip of painter's tape. And under no circumstances could we give a high five, handshake, or even a fist bump to our friends as we passed them in the hallway. As it turned out, I had a bit of an issue with this rule. Despite constant reminders, every time I saw a friend in the hallway, without fail, I broke it. But thankfully, before too long, things would change. We started to move around the school, and this dreadful rule was now void. But there was a new issue at hand. I only had 5 minutes to get to class. That's 5 minutes to walk, socialize, and, to be honest, linger. Today, I'm ready to admit to any of my middle school teachers, I didn't forget my computer, I didn't have to use the restroom, and I didn't have to go to my locker. I was just talking to my friends. And so my teachers warned me, this would never fly in high school. So freshman me walked through the hallways with speed. With my headphones on, my head down, and my mind elsewhere, I moved directly from one class to the next. The hallway to me was just space. It was space that needed to be crossed as quickly as possible. But in the following years, things would change. I started to look around a bit, and I started noticing things. Things like Mr. Carlson's ominous lurking, or Mr. Richardson's ever so charming smile. But still, I rarely went off route. Still, I was almost always on time. Eventually, though, I would discover the greatest distraction of all, and what turned out to be the demise of my attendance record. My classmates. My trip started to change. Not the distance between classes or the pace that I walked, but the frequency of my stops, the time each trip took, and most importantly, how interesting each trip was. The hallway was no longer just space that needed to be crossed, but somewhere I could talk to the most interesting people on the planet. So if you saw me walking through the hallway as a senior, I might have been talking to one of my closest friends, or someone I barely knew. I might have been moving toward my class, or in the opposite direction. I might have been on time, or probably a little behind. But one thing was certain. My trip was definitely not direct. These quick stops, quick handshakes, and quick conversations were some of my favorite moments of high school. When we leave Medomak, we will once again be tempted to put our headphones on, our head down, and our mind elsewhere as we speed to our next stop. But I encourage you, take the extra minute. Let the short trips become long. Allow the mission to become secondary and the person in front of you to become primary. Enjoy the space, the people, and the conversations that occupy the in-between. Class of 2026, thank you for making me late to class.
Thank you, Luke. Would Logan Vigu please come to the stage? By virtue of attaining the highest four-year grade point average at a 4.69 for Medomak Valley High School class of 2026, Logan has received his medallion, and we are pleased to present this sentiment from the state of Maine. Be it known to all that we, the members of the Senate and House of Representatives, join in recognizing Logan Weston Vigue of Washington, who has earned the distinction of being named valedictorian of the 2026 graduating class of Medomak Valley High School. We extend our congratulations and best wishes, and be it ordered that this official expression of sentiment be sent forthwith on behalf of the 132nd Legislature and the people of the state of Maine. Congratulations.
Good evening, family, faculty, friends, and most importantly, the Medomak Valley graduating class of 2026. My name is Logan Vigue, and it's my honor to speak today on behalf of this year's graduating class. Before I begin, I would like to say a few huge thank yous. Thank you to all of the teachers. You pushed us to be the best students we could be, or at least good enough students to fool them into letting us graduate. Thank you to the coaches who pushed us to be better athletes through the good seasons and through the bad. Most importantly, thank you to the parents and family who showed up for us, who gave us rides to school, practice, and everywhere in between, who made sacrifices for us, supported us, and shaped us into the people we are today. Thank you to everyone here who made it possible for my fellow graduates and I to walk across this stage today. Now, I'll try not to take too much time, but I would like to share a short story with you all. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with Greek mythology, but one of my favorite myths is the story of Sisyphus. This myth takes place in ancient Greece with a man named Sisyphus who is well known for his cleverness and cunning. However, his story is known mostly as one of eternal hardship. Sisyphus had angered many of the gods throughout his life and was condemned by Zeus to spend eternity pushing a boulder uphill. Over and over, Sisyphus attempts to roll the boulder uphill until, unavoidably, the boulder rolls back down and he restarts. The story of Sisyphus has been around for centuries, and as such, has been subject to a wide variety of opinions. For a long time, many people interpreted his story as one of failure, because he continues to roll the boulder over and over, but never finishes his task. This idea was challenged by the author Albert Camus and his essay called The Myth of Sisyphus, that concluded with the phrase, "One must imagine Sisyphus happy." One must imagine Sisyphus happy because what else is there for him to be? If he views his eternal confinement as a negative thing, he still has to roll the boulder up the hill. All that changes is that he must do it negatively. Instead of looking for a way out or a meaning from it all, Sisyphus makes his own meaning from the situation. He chooses to continue because each time as he rolls the boulder up the hill, he trusts that he will eventually get that much stronger. After graduation and throughout life as a whole, it may feel like there is a boulder blocking your path that is too heavy to hold. You may even get knocked down to the bottom, or the hill seems too steep to climb. But regardless of how hopeless you might feel, it is always possible to keep going. No matter how much you might want to lay down and let the boulder crush you, the flow of time waits for no one. So find your own joy in the process, because either way, the boulder will still be there. Instead of hoping for the boulder to get lighter, hope for stronger arms to help you carry the weight. Today, we celebrate this remarkable group of people that are going in so many great directions in life. There are some going to college, some to the workforce, and even some putting their lives on the line in the military. Regardless of where life takes us, I have faith that when it's time for us to push our own boulders, that we will find the strength to keep moving forward, to go beyond, and to push past our limits. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2026.
Thank you, Logan. To continue, I would like to introduce our speaker for this evening. Kaylee Martin began her service to Medomak Valley High School's special education program in September of 2011, and in the time since, she has become an indispensable member of our school community. Mrs. Martin is the kind of educator who builds genuine connections with students. She creates an environment where young people feel safe, supported, and confident enough to take on difficult challenges as they learn, grow, and discover their potential. Beyond the classroom, Mrs. Martin is the driving force behind our Soul Food Food Bank. Week after week, she works tirelessly to ensure that students and families have access to food and support when they need it. Her compassion and commitment have made a meaningful difference in the lives of countless members of our community. Mrs. Martin also serves as our student council advisor, helping students create many of the events and traditions that bring joy and connection to our school. The spring carnival, student of the month celebrations, the holiday walk, and of course, Turkey Bingo! All bear her imprint. We have run around the gym in inflatable suits because of Mrs. Martin. We have played blindfolded musical chairs because of Mrs. Martin. One staff was awarded a prize of a squash for winning the I Have a Snowman game because of Mrs. Martin. Most importantly, we have simply laughed a lot because of the joy of Mrs. Martin. On a personal note, I have had the privilege of both laughing and crying with Kaylee, because everybody cries in the principal's office, even the principal. She is an outstanding colleague, a trusted friend, and someone whose kindness, dedication, and spirit make Medomak Valley High School a better place every single day. And now, she is yours for the next few minutes. It is my pleasure to introduce the graduation speaker that the class of 2026 chose, Mrs. Kaylee Martin.
Put my glasses on. Hello, friends. First, I would like to thank you all for choosing me to share this important night with you. It's a distinct honor. Part of me is convinced that since you didn't make me cry in our freshman intro classes 4 years ago, you wanted to give it one more try. Right, Maddie and Maddie? What a way to get to know each other. You watching me debate with Josh on the daily about any topic he could think of. All joking aside, I knew from the moment you joined us at MVHS that you were a special class, a unique, caring, inspiring, and at times challenging group of people. I've watched you grow from young cheerleaders stomping and shaking in the stands at your siblings' basketball games, Ariana, to celebrating basketball championships with Mason, Josh, Stefan, and Connor. During COVID, when none of us knew what normal looked like, I've watched others light up the stage as greasers or amazing chefs like Nick's. Others like Taylor, Mariah, and Caitlin have endured my enthusiastic "hello, friend" in the hallway before they or the sun was fully awake. Some of you have even tested your muffler quality driving by our home. Right, LJ? AJ? And many of you know me simply as the teacher that always has a snack, right? Felicity? Heaven? Stefan? Yeah. What a blessing it has been to come to know you all in this class. You are all about to enter the real world. Is it scary? Yes. Is it intimidating? Yes. Will you have all the answers as soon as you get your diploma and leave MVHS? No. And that's okay. Life is an adventure made up of lessons and journeys. While you're finishing up this journey and about to take off into another, I want you to take a few minutes to think of what you can take with you from these last years. Wyatt, Brooks, don't roll your eyes at me and tell me that there's nothing. I promise you there is. It's easy to look at any adult in your life and forget that we once sat where you are, seniors in our caps and gowns, ready to take the world by storm. Though times have changed, our journeys share similarities, and I'd like to share just a few lessons that stuck with me through my years. I promise I won't bore you with how hard it was not to have laptops, iPhones, and smartwatches. Miss Patrick, my kindergarten teacher, taught me that the shortest distance between a stranger and a friend can be a smile and a shared purple crayon. On my first day of school, I was scared, overwhelmed, and wanted to be anywhere but there. A classmate named Meliel smiled at me and shared her crayons. Not just any crayons, the good box. She even let me use the brand new purple crayon because it was my favorite color. That simple act of kindness turned into a friendship that has lasted through weddings, children, celebrations, and losses. There's an old piece of wisdom that says, a friend loves at all times, and I have been blessed to experience exactly that. As I look out at all of you tonight, I know many of you have experienced that in the faces you've known since elementary school, people who started as strangers and have become lifelong friends. As you move into your next chapter, carry all of these friends, memories, and experiences with you as they're part of what made you. The memories you share are gifts that will make you smile and laugh years down the road. However, remember, as you grow, to leave your heart open to new people. You never know who'll walk into your life sharing the good crayons. Miss Huff taught me a lesson I'll never forget. Never raise your hand while holding scissors. Unfortunately, I learned that lesson the hard way when I accidentally injured a friend. One of the hardest lessons in life is learning that our choices matter. The things we say and do have a way of coming back to us, for better or worse. Thankfully, everything turned out fine, and my friend, Dr. Mark Fishman, still has both eyes and a successful medical practice in Florida. However, it was my real lesson in understanding that my actions could hurt other people. As you move through life, you will make mistakes. We all do. The goal isn't perfection, it's accountability. Learning to admit when you're wrong, apologize when necessary, and grow from your mistakes is one of the greatest signs of maturity. Mr. Goki taught me that success rarely comes without hard work. I was struggling in math and convinced myself I had worked hard enough. He was much harder than Mr. Hinckley. After all, I had studied for 3 whole days. Then I failed a major test. When I met with him, he asked if I had truly given it my best effort. Did he think I was going to say, "No, sir, I should have worked harder"? He looked at me and said, "Miss Fish, sometimes you have to dig in, get dirty, and do the work. Stop whining and do what we both know you can do." So I did. I studied harder, retook the test, passed, and happy danced all the way home. What I didn't realize at the time was that the lesson wasn't really about math. It was about life. Whether it's earning a degree, building a career, buying a home, or chasing a dream, success often happens behind the scenes through persistence, sacrifice, and hard work. Friends, this lesson became even more meaningful as I got older. As a teenager, I didn't always see the sacrifices happening behind the scenes. I didn't notice my dad working at the kitchen table long after we had gone to bed, or my mom taking on extra work to provide opportunities for our family. I had great examples of hard workers in front of me, just like all of you have. Showing up and working hard gave me the blessings of our wedding, the birth of our son, earning a college degree at 35, and our son graduating from MVHS and college. Each of these events and many others were cause for celebration with my happy dance. Maybe I'll show you later. Success rarely comes from talent alone. It comes from showing up, putting in the work, and refusing to quit. That lesson has stayed with me through every major milestone in life, and it is one I hope you carry with you as well. Each of you has proven you can do hard things. You have navigated challenges that many before you have never experienced. You faced a pandemic, uncertainty, disappointment, heartbreak, loss, and change. Some of those struggles were visible to everyone, while other battles you fought quietly on your own. Yet, here you are. You made it. This night, your accomplishments are a huge reason to celebrate with a happy dance. As you leave MVHS, I hope you remember the lessons that were taught both inside and outside of the classroom. Smile and share your purple crayons. Take responsibility for your mistakes. Show up and work hard when things get difficult. Each of you has a journey that is uniquely your own. There will be challenges, detours, victories, and celebrations along the way. Keep moving forward. Keep persevering. Keep becoming the person you were created to be. Keep reaching for your dreams. And when you achieve those dreams, whether it's landing your dream job, earning a degree, sailing the ocean, starting a family, opening a business, serving your country or community, or accomplishing something only you can imagine, I hope you take a moment to celebrate. Do your own happy dance, because you earned it. Congratulations, Medomak Valley, class of 2026. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. I cannot wait to see where life takes you. Now go out into the world and share your purple crayons.
Thank you, Mrs. Martin. Dr. Ambrose, would you please join me at the podium?
Seniors, I am proud of you and I wish you the very best. Remember, if you work hard and stay focused on your goals, you can accomplish anything. Mrs. Pease, has each of the students before us completed the requirements for graduation as delineated in the RSU 40 policies and the laws of the state of Maine?
Yes, Dr. Ambrose. The students before you have met all the graduation requirements to receive their diplomas.
Then by the authority vested in me by the RSU 40 Board of Directors and the Department of Education, as Superintendent of Schools, I ask you to confer upon these graduates their diplomas, representing the completion of their formal school education. Congratulations.
Macy Ann Christensen. Ava Marie Collimore.
Congratulations, Ava. Good luck. I wish you the best.
Kaylee May Collimore.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Joshua Ryan Stone.
Congratulations, Joshua. Wish you the best.
Casey Ray Pinkham. Mariah Evelyn Young.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Dimitri Aaron Cheeseman.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Thomas Stephen Day.
That's a pretty cool name. Thank you. Congratulations.
Seamus Aslan Pease.
Congratulations, buddy. Good luck in the Army. Thank you for your service.
Grady Magnus Pease.
Congratulations, Grady. Good luck. Wish you the best.
Zachary Michael Donlinger.
Congratulations. Oh, here you go.
Aiden Sean Crawford. Thank you, Don.
Congratulations, Aiden. Wish you the best.
Alyssa Grace Smith.
Congratulations.
Cassidy Lynn Prock.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Claudia Jade Feely.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Ariana Reagan Sproul.
Congratulations. Wish you the best.
Kendall Suzanne Simmons.
Congratulations. Wish you the best. Good luck.
Cameron Renee Snell.
Congratulations, Cameron. Good luck. Wish you the best.
Rose Marie Waltz.
Congratulations, Cameron. Good luck.
Haley Nicole Glidden. Preston Leroy Leonard. Justin Arthur Keene Jones. Blake Richard O'Donnell.
Congratulations, Blake.
Karis Garnett Burns.
Congratulations. Wish you the best. Good luck.
Haley Jean Chandler.
Congratulations. Wish you the best. Good luck.
Lyra Charlize Puholski.
Congratulations. Good luck. Wish you the best.
Scarlett Poole Flint.
Congratulations, Scarlett. Good luck.
Chloe Marie Fox. Ashton Sean Francis.
Congratulations, good luck.
Gabriel Tate Boynton.
Congratulations, Gabriel. Good luck.
Ryan Joseph Pelkey.
Congratulations, Ryan. Good luck.
Wyatt Matthew Flagg.
Congratulations. Hey, Wyatt. Congratulations.
Wyatt, wait.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Wyatt Carlton Hammer.
All right. Nice shot.
Ashton Joshua Wilshire.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Logan Weston Vigu.
Congratulations. Great speech.
Owen Albert Dosty. Micah William Fagond. Jonah Parody Smith. Jaden Anthony Drost. Gavin Paul Max Reed.
Congratulations, Gavin. Good luck. Best of luck.
Michaela Ray Machino. Finley Elizabeth Hubbard.
Congratulations, Finley. Best of luck.
Henry Robert Scheutzker.
Henry, congratulations. I wish you the best of luck.
Francis Quentin Merrifield.
Congratulations, Francis. Good luck.
Riley May Watkinson. Natalie Jane Harrington.
Congratulations, Natalie. Good luck.
Anya Catherine Osborne.
Congratulations, Amy. Best of luck.
Diego Alejandro Simmons.
Congratulations, Diego. Best of luck.
Alden Chester Reed.
Congratulations, Alden. Best of luck.
Ryan Michael Mills.
Congratulations, Alden. Best of luck.
Lily May Curate. Gabriella May Trong. Kaya May Flaherty.
Congratulations, Kyle. Best of luck. Oh, gotta grab you. Very important part.
Layla Mackenzie Carter.
Congratulations, Layla. Best of luck. There you go.
Madison Rose Powers.
Congratulations, Madison. Best of luck.
Do you want me to hyphen? Yes. Okay. Madeline Faith Myrick Newbig. Blake Thomas Feltus.
Congratulations, Blake. Best of luck.
Ainsley Marlise Frothingham. You're welcome, honey.
Congratulations, Ainsley. Best of luck.
You're fine. Catherine Faith Kirkham.
All right, Catherine. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's. Oh my goodness, that scared me to death. Is this for me?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I waited all year. I try to keep it a secret.
Look at this. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
I wanted to say thank you for keeping up with all my older siblings.
Thank you so much. And here is Matea Lillian Grubb. Thank you, Matea.
Congratulations.
Oh my goodness.
That was really nice.
Jaden Weston Thompson.
Jaden, congratulations. Best of luck.
I'm still recovering. I'm glad I didn't say a word that I was scared when I first saw that. Okay. Caden Scott Zeems. Congratulations, Caden. Alexis Lynn Wadsworth. Julia Ruth Hind.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Rachel Kelly Richardson.
Congratulations.
Isabella Erica Simmons.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Hadassah Serenity Sharp.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Heaven Leanna Marie Brene Luce.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Peyton Amy Eaton.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Juan Jose Carlson.
Congratulations, Juan. Good luck.
Ella Mae McLean.
Congratulations, Ella. Good luck.
Lucas Owen Camber.
Congratulations, Lucas. Best of luck, buddy.
Gage Paul Austin.
Congratulations, Gage, and thank you for your service.
Joshua Daniel Blake Jr.
Congratulations, Joshua. Good luck.
Ronald Wyatt Simmons.
Congratulations, Ron. Good luck.
Isaac Timothy Berry.
Good luck.
Joshua David Perry. Cole Joseph Bales.
Congratulations. Best of luck.
Jackson Joshua Simmons.
Congratulations. Good luck.
Shane William Simmons.
Congratulations, buddy. Best of luck.
Garrett Michael Acorn.
Congratulations, Garrett. Best of luck.
Alyssa Ann Rhodes.
Congratulations, Alyssa. Good luck.
Hey, darling. Ashlyn Marie Alexander.
Congratulations, Ashley. Good luck.
Cheyenne Sky Green.
Congratulations, Cheyenne.
Hannah Ray Dancer. Raleigh Alonzo Wadsworth. Aiden Joseph Pfeiffer. Miley Reese Silvera. Miles Sherwood Morton. David Neal Boynton. Colby Vance Benner. Taylor Grace Richards. Felicity Lynn Griffin. Louis Joseph Holub IV. Alton Schofield. Devin Michael Carter. Brooks Michael Good. Mason Rowe Hoyt Cow Win. Luke Anthony Cheeseman. Logan Russell Bailey. Eldon Joel Millette. Cameron Joseph Jensen. Caleb Richard Winchenbach. David James Creamer. Ethan Graham Smith. Evan Benjamin Bagley. Joseph Arnold Dodge. Stefan Michael Sharp. Benjamin Walter Gilbert. Anthony James Davis. Cole Benjamin Bruno. Jason Dana Pickett. Alexander Scott Aiken. Nevaeh Vivian Flower. Kyle Geneste. Nathan Michael Staples. Andrew Joseph Gibbons. Sophia Morgan Harvey. Haley Ann Hobbs. Caitlin Elizabeth Buck. Garrett Scott Stacy. Reuben James Airy. Seth Jerome Sawyer. Wyatt Jackson Heel. Hunter James Jackson. Keely Marie Maxey. There has been no greater pleasure over the last 8 years than to deliver diplomas to the students of Medomak Valley High School and this community. I have truly been honored, and I will remember it for the rest of my life. Seniors, as a sign of your graduation, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Audience members, you are asked to remain in your places and leave the center aisle open as the teachers and students march out. We are coming. You can meet the graduates at the far end of the parking lot after the recessional. Graduates, it has been a great honor to serve as your principal, and I look forward to hearing about all the places you will go. May you be safe, may you be wise, and may you be well in all your endeavors. And now, to all those present here this evening and all those watching online, I proudly present to you the 2026 graduates of Medomak Valley High School. Thank you for bringing my panther head.
Once the students go, we call out.
You go first. You're going first.